Hello, it's Amanda extending a warm welcome to you all to another exciting episode of Daiji Global Panvision.
Today's episode is sponsored by Apurva Associates, Mangalore.
First, the news headlines. New Mangalore Port sets record post 12.41% growth. Meat merchants demand permanent slaughterhouse at Kudroli. An exclusive feature Holi Fest celebrated by Kudmi community. And in our entertainment bash, we have a Kannada song from Geetotsava and Konkani song from Maxim Pereira's Boom Boom Show. News in detail. The new Mangalore port is the deepest in a harbour and one of the largest iron ore handling ports in India. Its growth ever since it was formally declared as the 9th major port of India on May 4th, 1974 has been nothing short of phenomenal. It now has one more record in its kitty as it handled a record traffic of 36.02 million tonnes during the fiscal year 2007-2008 as against 32.04 million tonnes during previous fiscal year. New Mangalore Port has handled a record traffic of 36.02 million tonnes during the fiscal year 2007-2008 as against 32.04 million tonnes during previous fiscal year, registering a growth of 12.41% and 4.89% over and above the target fixed by the ministry, said P. Tamilvanan, chairman of New Mangalore Port Trust. Speaking to press persons here on Thursday, April 10th, he said that movement of coal, limestone, iron ore pellets and railway traffic have been increased in the last year to a considerable extent. This has contributed to the growth rate of the traffic in the port, he added.
A canteen have been opened, Kudramukh have been permitted to put the given land to add four more lines. Already laid a line, outside the port another line is coming.
Emphasis has been given to increase the railway line inside and outside the port during last fiscal year. 1.2 kilometer long railway line and platform has been constructed inside the port area to facilitate efficient handling, which has led to 104% growth in the railway traffic in the last fiscal year, he added. The income from the port has crossed more than Rs 300 crore for the financial year 2007-2008. Meanwhile, expenditure stood up to Rs 187 crore and the net surplus reached Rs 115 crore. Handling of petroleum oil has contributed major portion of the income from the port, Tamilvanan said.
Railway network and road network is very necessary. That's why we are concentrating on the railways, so that more traffic, hinterland cargo can come. That's why you can see railway lines are being done.
NMPT will be linked under Port Community Systems PCS under the initiative of Ministry of Shipping. This PCS will link all major ports in India and all the other stakeholders of the port. This will also save time spent on trading and thus help in cost reduction. The first phase of PCS work has already been finished and the second phase work is under progress, Tamilvanan said. NMPT will be joining hands with Mangalore Special Economic Zone MSEZ to develop port-based SEZ. Meanwhile, the port has planned to increase its capacity to 22.5 million tonnes more during 2011-2012, Tamilvanan added. Bhaskar Archer, Deputy Chairman of NMPT, were also present on the occasion. That is indeed good news for all of us that NMPT is marching ahead in right direction and contributing towards nation's growth. Elsewhere, the only slaughterhouse of Mangalore situated at Kudroli has been hitting news headlines for the last couple of years. Now, meat merchants of the city took to the streets demanding a permanent abattoir at Kudroli. Mangalore City Corporation MCC must not close down the existing abattoir of Kudroli and must take measures to construct a permanent slaughterhouse at the vicinity, said G.N. Nagaraj, member of State Secretary Board of CPI. He was addressing the gathering at the public meeting organized by DYFI and city's Mamsa Vyaparastara Sangha in front of the MCC office here on Thursday, April 10th.
ಆಡು ಕುರಿ ಮಾಂಸ ದನ ಮಾಂಸದ ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವರು ಆ ಕಸೈಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಸೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಸಾಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಜೀವನ ಸಾಗಿಸುವಂತ ವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವವರು ನಾವು.
Terming meat-consuming population a majority, Nagaraj added that the interest of a large section of non-vegetarians cannot be neglected to protect the interest of a small section of vegetarians. Barring the large section from eating meat in the name of religion is violation of basic rights, he added. Seeking intervention of MCC and district administration in the unilateral decision, Nagaraj warned that if positive measures are not taken by the authorities concerned, then CPI will raise the issue in the parliament. The party will also bring considerable pressure upon the governor and the state government to direct the district authority and the corporation in this regard, he added. Taking district police to task for their failure and passive cooperation to Bajrang Dal and other sister organizations in the district, Nagaraj said that police have failed to take actions to curb the activity of such organizations which have been involved in causing communal disturbances in the district.
ಸಂಘ ಪರಿವಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದಂತಹ ಬಜರಂಗ ದಳವೆಂಬ ಒಂದು ಸಂಘಟನೆಯು ಅಡ್ಡದಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ ಗೋ ಸಾಗಾಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಡೆ ಕೊಡಲು ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳನ್ನಿಟ್ಟು ಹಳೆಯ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಗಳನ್ನಿಟ್ಟು ಟೈರ್ಗಳನ್ನಿಟ್ಟು ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೆಡಿಸಿ ಸಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಗಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ದನಗಳನ್ನು ಲೂಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಂತರ ಪೊಲೀಸರಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಮ ಇತ್ತು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ.
In a sarcastic tone, he asked the police to shed uniforms and entrust the responsibility to the unlawful organizations. The leader of DYFI, meat traders and others were present on the occasion. The Kudmi community located in Dakshina Kannada and Udupi is a community that has existed for centuries and made significant contributions to Konkani culture. Holi Khel, known as Sigma Khel in Goa, is an example of this rich culture preserved by the Konkans. Today, we have an exclusive feature on this for you. About 30,000 Kudni community people live in the undivided Dakshina Kannada district, that is from Konaje to Kundapur, and Holi Khel is one of the most important event in their calendar. The festival is normally held after Holi and before Yugadi. Holi Khel plays an important role in maintaining a strong bond between families of the community as the participation in this ritual is compulsory. A specific number of families are divided as Vado and the Holi Khel is performed in front of the house of the Vado head. The Vado consists of various clans and new members of the clans are also required to compulsorily participate in the festivities. If they fail to attend Holi Khel, they are penalized or banished from the society, says Gopal Gowda, cultural activist in Kudmi community. The male members of each family get ready attired in orange and yellow colored dresses, tying anklets on their legs and donning a crown of jasmine and kanakambara flowers on their heads. After worshipping the god and seeking blessings of their elders, they start their journey towards the house of the Vado head.
या वर्ष आगे आम्ही खंडित आहे म्हणजे कंपल्सरी आम्ही करी जेतो म्हणून सांगून एक रीत येदोळ मित्र पाळून आयल्या तशें जाल्ल्यान हर एक कुटुंबाच्यो आनी ह्या वड्याक कोण तो सेरवल्लो आसा आपले तो ह्या दिसा कंपल्सरी हांगा येजेत येना जाल्यार ताका एक फायन घालता नाजाल्यार वड्यान तो भायर दवरता तशें पुरा हें आसा तशें जावन हे एक आनीक आमी हे कंपल्सरी आमकां कित्याक म्हळ्यार ह्या दिसा आमी घुमटान आसा तुणयेन आसा करूंकूच आसा तशें जाल्ल्यान त्या आमच्या ह्या कुडम्या मध्ये हे आमची स्पेशालिटी म्हणून.
The rituals start in front of the Tulsi square and the head of the Vado prays to God to guard them from all evils during Holi Khel celebrations. Soon after this small prayer, they start beating gummat, which is made out of clay pot and skin of monitor lizard, and Holi Khel begins. According to sources, Sri Ram is the god they usually worship. During Holi Khel, persons who gather in colored dresses narrate Ramayan stories through songs. This Holi Khel continues for more than 9 hours. Kotoniyan Khel, which is performed by using sticks, is also one of the important aspects of Holi Khel and is very attractive too.
एक धार्मिक हिन्नेले असचे एक जनपद कला आणि या फेस्ताक आम्ही उपयोग करची पद आणि पुरा आसाम रामायण महाभारत शिवपुराण ओले आता या पुराणांतली पदां आणि ह्या फेस्ताक एका गोंयांत शिगमो फेस्त म्हणटा हांगा आमी खेळ मेळ म्हणटा होळी फेस्त म्हणटा. ह्या फेस्ताक होळी पुणवे दीस म्हणल्यार शिगम्याच्या पुणवे दीस हांगाच पंपदो म्हणून एक जागो आसा थंय तो सगळ्या वाड्यांक एक मानाचो वाडो त्या वाड्यांत माडी लासून होळी करची एक रिवाज आजकी पाळून हाडल्या आणि ती माडी लासून होळी केल्या उपरांतच आमी हांगा 5 दिसांनी 7 दिसांनी 11 दिसांनी अशें पाडव्याच्या पयले ह्यो खेळ मेळ आमी आचरण करतात.
Kudmi community has been largely dependent on agriculture for centuries. Now this community is looking towards white-collar jobs, but the transition has not affected their culture so far. Instead, it has helped them exhibiting their art in various parts of India. They have already performed this art in various places like Mumbai, Chennai, Goa, Cochin, Delhi, etc. And at the same time, some Kudmi community members have been successful in getting fellowship from the Department of Tourism and Culture of the Union Government. This is a clear indication that the traditional art, which strongly merged with religion, has been successful in spreading its wings across the country. It is now up to the Kudmi community to retain this culture amidst the attack of Western influence and globalization. In the 21st century, where youngsters seem to have lost touch with their ancient traditions, it is going to be a challenging task to carry forward this unique festivity for generations to come. With this, we have come to the end of our news part. I know what you are all eagerly waiting for. Even I am ready for music and masti. But before that, let's take a very short commercial break.
Apurva for Atlan. Trust across generations. UAE Exchange, world's trusted money transferer.
Inland Builders have been a pioneer in the creation of ultra-modern residential and commercial development in Mangalore and Bangalore. With ongoing projects in Mangalore like Inland Ornate, Inland Avenue, Inland Eminence, Inland Evoke, Premium Luxury Apartments, Kankanadi, Mangalore, and in Bangalore, Inland Everglades, Inland Ilanza. Shortly, Inland Builders are launching Mangalore's first international standard apartment complex at Mary Hill Airport Road, Mangalore, known as Inland Windsors. A modern grand structure of 23 floors, 230 super luxury apartments with facilities like garbage chute, multi-purpose hall with shuttle and squash court, supermarket, jogging track, table tennis, gym, swimming pool, TV room, etc. Bookings open. Inland Builders, Mangalore, phone 2496110.